Alright guys, resuming here with the Hateful Truth review of Halo 3 ODST. This is part 2. And by the way, I changed my shirt. Another 10 years of Darkside Phil anniversary shirt.
The campaign of Halo 3 ODST isn't atrociously bad, okay? It follows a group of dropship troops who basically get deposited down on the planet, and you just follow their story. You're supposed to be the main character who is the newest recruit, and he gets basically separated from the rest of the troops, gets knocked in the head, and now he needs to basically find the rest of his squad, reform with them, and try to get off the planet. So most of the game, you end up walking around this empty, barren city, and it's not fun. Every once in a while, you will run into enemies, but for most of the time, you're walking around this really boring, empty area.
Yeah, I remember. It's the first Halo game that had that.
Place in the city, you get different flashback sequences of your different squad mates when they had been there previously earlier in the day and what happened there. Eventually you do meet up with your squad mates, and this does actually become some of the best gameplay of the game. You get some of the most exciting scenes, and there are two good parts to the game, I'd say. I think the first good part was one of the missions where at the end of the mission there's a bunch of aliens that keep spawning, and there's dropships that keep coming, and you can actually use rocket launchers and things to take down the ships. The other part of the game I liked was the stage where you can hijack vehicles.
I remember this. When you hijack vehicles, you fly around blowing up all their ships and
stuff.
stuff.
There is like a big boss battle at the end where you need to take out,
cool.
you know, the big boss, and there's all kinds of enemies trying to defend it and flying around. That's pretty cool. But to be completely honest, outside of those two parts, extremely boring. Graphics are okay. They're better than Halo 3, but let's be honest, Halo 3's graphics were outdated when the game was new. So this is pretty much just bringing the series up to par where everyone else has been for a while. The gameplay is Halo gameplay. There's no difference. There's really nothing new besides the addition of a new pistol that you can use to snipe, and it's boring. There's no Spartan, so you have shields this time that are better, and the shields give you night vision. Wow. That doesn't constitute the reason for a new campaign. The biggest letdown, the campaign is only about 5 to 6 hours long at the longest, meaning if you take your
5 to 6 hours for a $60 fucking game. What a ripoff.
Time to play the game. If you actually are pretty good at Halo, you can beat this in under 4 hours. It's ridiculous, it's short, it's not worth making an entirely new game for, and quite...
That's my fucking phone. I never talked about this publicly. That's my phone ringing in the background while I was doing this voiceover. I used to have my phone. Now my phone is eternally on mute because so many people tried to fuck with me over the years and have my number and prank call me and shit. My phone's always on mute. But back then, no one knew my personal info. And I was doing the voiceover, and you heard how long I did. It was all one take. So that was a good 2-3 minutes I'm talking. My fucking phone starts ringing. I left it in. That's my fucking old school. That's actually my, if you could believe it, BlackBerry. When I used to have a BlackBerry, that's my BlackBerry ringing.
Quite honestly, it's an embarrassment. And one of the most embarrassing parts, the soundtrack. A lot of people said that they liked it.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I don't need a saxophone in my Halo. Last thing that you expect to hear in a Halo game is a saxophone.
There we go.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. Shooting a bunch of grunts, a bunch of aliens that are out to kill me, and then in the heat of the battle, Kenny G busts through the fucking wall and rips out a kickin' solo. Give me a fucking break. So I'm sorry, I gotta be honest. I really felt that the campaign of this game sucked shit. It's not good. There's two parts that are actually entertaining. It's too repetitive. You end up going back to the same fucking areas over and over, backtracking. Walking through empty streets is boring as shit. There's no fucking reason to even play the campaign. There's nothing. It's not good. The story's not even that good. It's boring.
My God. Dude, seriously, I mean this. I'm so happy that I lost the weight. Like, watching this video, seeing how bloated my face was back then. Look at that, like, my shit, like, crazy-ass double chin. I mean, I was at least a good 20 to 25 pounds heavier back then. Thank God I lost that weight, because I think that actually was some of the very strong contributing factor to why my back injury was so bad. Just looking around all this fucking weight. Just look at that face, man. Ugh. Thank God.
It really is. And so, to say that this is a new game worth $60 is bullshit. But, okay, now we've reviewed, what, the new campaign, the new hero, who are the dropship troops, like we said. They're not very entertaining. But there is a third one on the cover here that says new multiplayer. So what we really want to do is be fair and say, okay, what is the new multiplayer like, the firefight mode. And to be honest, when I finished playing the campaign of this game, I was fucking pissed, because I really thought that I had wasted $60. And then when I finally got a couple of my friends together, you know, one of my friends who actually was a really hardcore Halo 3 player, really liked that game back when it was new, got together, you know, we jumped online, we played, and actually, firefight mode is pretty fucking good.
This is pretty funny. You may be watching this right now and you're like, why, when I'm watching this, like right here, right? Why is it not full screen? See how there's these black bars? Yeah, to play firefight mode in co-op, okay, you had to fucking do this odd split screen mode. So two people would be on the same TV, but it wouldn't even fill the screen. It was like the most bizarre fucking thing that apparently they tried to originally design it where it would fill the screen, but it wouldn't, like, it would run like shit. So they could only run the game with black bars on the side. Bungie was always weird. Like, they would always get a pass. Halo 3, that game didn't even run at 720p. It ran at like a hybrid between 480 and 720p, while all the games were like, you must be at 720p. Halo 3 gets to run on these these downscaled graphics, so it can at least run at 30 frames per second on the Xbox 360. Then Halo 3 ODST comes out, they can't even fucking make the screen fill the fucking screen. It's just so bizarre. Like, why did Bungie always get a pass on this shit? I never understood that. Thank you to Android. Well, hold on. We got a few shout-outs to do. Maria Waifu asked, what about the random goodie bag collection with the K-pop pin? Maybe we'll look at that at some point. I do have a lot of travel vlogs we can look at. Android cheered us at 10 years, baby, woot woot. Thank you, Android. Ren Jesse James cheered us said, this is the only Halo game I ever played because it came bundled with my Xbox. I wasn't sold on the series. I didn't have Xbox Live at the time either. What is it about FPS games that people find so entertaining? I don't know. I don't know. All right, so Flybeast to me $100. Wow, thank you very much, Flybeast. You a $100 tip. He's a great live stream. Here's $100 for all the great videos and content you made for us over the last 10 years. Keep up the good work, Phil. Thank you, Flybeast. Let's definitely get Flybeast up here on the leaderboard with that very generous tip. $100. Thank you very, very much. And I hope everyone's enjoying the stream today. Okay, let's continue.
Being able to play with 3 of your other friends, doing this co-op kind of a style, which is basically just a horde mode of Gears of War 2, only it's been thrown into Halo 3 now.
Right.
And these waves of enemies come.
That was the other thing. Oh, the new mode in Halo 3 ODST. It's going to be so good. Firefight. It's fucking horde mode from Gears of War. They literally stole it from a competing studio, and they're selling it like it's something new.
Over and over, you gaining points and things as you progress and you survive. It's a cool concept for a game like Halo 3. So that's actually a pretty cool mode that they have there. One problem, in order to get all the maps for it, you gotta beat the fucking campaign, which no one wants to fucking play. Why would they do that? Why would they say, here's a great new game mode that's gonna sell the game. Oh, by the way, if you wanna play that game mode, you gotta beat the shitty ass fucking campaign that we threw together in 5 seconds so that you could fucking buy a game for $60. That's bullshit. And I'm sorry, but this game does not warrant a $60 purchase. I'm gonna be honest, I like the firefight mode, and if I had the option to just download the firefight mode, I would have. I would have spent the $20 or whatever it would have been as a DLC to download that mode and play it with my friends. But instead, what did they do? They decided to give me a game I already